Hi everybody, welcome to Hailey, Idaho, here in central Idaho. I'm not in Washington. It's Labor Day weekend and I am in full nostalgia mode. I'm heading to Pocatello for a big reunion. Pretty much everybody at Idaho State's Geology Department who was there, mostly graduate students, but a few undergrads as well. This is a special place to me, and I have not been into this valley, near Sun Valley in Ketchum, in 35 years. And I'm remembering that 35 years ago this month, September of 1986, I was freezing my ass off on a long weekend. The entire department came out here, and we learned from the Smoky Mountain Boys, all sorts of researchers under Paul Link and Dave Rogers, among others. So I'm actually using a book that I purchased just a month ago, a brand new second edition of Roadside Geology of Idaho. Paul Link, Sean Wilsey, Keegan Schmidt. Keegan might be at the reunion. Paul will definitely be there. He just retired after 40 years of leading the Idaho State Geology Department. So I'm retracing some steps from long ago, and there's a earmarked page that I was reading down along the highway in the gas station parking lot. And I'm like, okay, this is page 280. That looks like a cool spot. I wonder if I can find that. Punched in the GPS. It's right here. So the sun is not perfect. You can see the smoke from the California wildfires. But let's go over there and see if we can look at the details of the Hailey Conglomerate, and we can study this together. Thanks for joining us. Since I'm working my way over here, let's break some of this stuff open. I don't think this is conglomerate. Nice satisfying sound. This looks to be a good looking quartzite to me. Do you know quartzite? Very dense, very hard, and that, let me zoom even more, that kind of crushed flaky look is diagnostic for quartzite. So that's not our destination. Our destination is a conglomerate, but good quartzite, and you're like, how old is it? Oh, I don't know, I haven't read that far yet. I've been looking around trying to find some landmarks that look familiar from the early 80s, the mid 80s. It's not easy. This place has changed, but you know, what place hasn't? Okay, well, have you already picked up on the fact that we have these beautifully inclined beds? So these are layers of the Hailey Conglomerate that should be horizontal. In other words, they used to be horizontal and they have been folded to almost 90 degrees. That's impressive. Pretty steep scree slope here, so I'm not gonna monkey around too much. I want to get over there in one piece, but we'll keep it filming. Got a rock hammer in my left hand for balance. Got you guys in my right hand. And Gizmo's been giving me a little trouble. Not sure what's going on there, so I just want to keep this rolling. so that I don't have startup problems again. Oh man, it's going to be tough to get over there. All right, well, we made it. Now the question is it worth it? Of course it is. Looking to the south, what is this, the Wood River Valley? Quite a bit of smoke on the Snake River Plain. Okay, well, I'm still not seeing our conglomerate. And now I'm not sure what we're looking at. I haven't thought about these rocks in a long, long time. So we will maybe get up a little higher. No, that looks like a lot of work. Let me find a place to sit. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go down to this knob. Looks like a mellow place to sit and do some reading. I'm sure Paul Link wrote this section because he's supervised many graduate students over the last 40 years. And so much of what you read in that section of the book will be directly from all this work that Paul has published with his students. Hiya! This looks to be some fine-grained rock, maybe quartzite, maybe some sort of limestone, and nice blue sky in this photograph. The Pennsylvanian Hailey Conglomerate of the Sun Valley Group on Carbonate Mountain, west of Hailey. Bedding is vertical, and the view is looking northeast across the Wood River Valley with the Pioneer Mountains in the distance. Yeah, we can do that same thing. And the Pioneers I have fond memories of long ago, back in my courting years. And the Pioneers are a huge core complex, which I will be talking about pretty much in detail for the first time this winter when I do some new Eocene live streams. These core complexes were mysterious to me 35 years ago. They're still mostly mysterious to me, but there is an Eocene story with developing these core complexes. But that's not our focus right now. Right now we are over here just to the west, immediate to the west. That's the Big Wood River right down there. So let's read just a couple of sentences. Before we do that, let's look at this beautiful map. Idaho State Route 75. I was thinking of driving up to Galena Summit tonight, but I think I'm going to run out of time. Galena Summit right there. This is on the way to the Stanley Basin and the Sawtooth Mountains and Redfish and the town of Stanley. Maybe you've been through there. But we're getting a peek into the Smoky Mountains. And again, I'm not at Sun Valley, I'm not at Ketchum. I'm going to bust up there before I lose light just to see how much it's changed. I'm sure I'll start sobbing that it's nothing like I remember from long ago. But again, we're just to the west of Hailey. So what did I just read? We're in... Oh shit, let's just read the... Okay. At Hailey, the Big Wood River undercuts the base of the hills, causing small slides in the weak shale of the Milligan Formation. West of Hailey are tall cliffs of the Pennsylvanian Hailey Conglomerate. So we're back in the Paleozoic. We're back older than 250 million years ago with these conglomerates. And the conglomerate is a member of the Wood River Formation next to the Big Wood River. The rocks are folded and faulted such that they now stand on end. The coarse gravel, sand, and thin limestone. So this is limestone here. The thin limestone layers in this unit were deposited on the angular unconformity that developed as the shales of the Milligan were uplifted and eroded. The Carbonate Mountain trailhead just west of Hailey on Croy Creek Road affords easy access to the outcrop and fantastic views. So that's what I have used. I parked at the Carbonate Mountain trailhead. So we're in this stack. You see it's where it says Pioneer Thrust. So those kind of blues and grays, we're really just in the PZLS, and they've been stacked due to thrust faulting. I don't know when. But the big picture, the big reason for this diagram is to show this core complex where things have been slid away from the uplifted core complex. Otherwise, this core complex, which is metamorphic rock, should be underground. You know, not far from here are the Lemhi Mountains, which expose Precambrian craton of North America. And I don't think I'm going to be filming over there tomorrow, so I'll take this time to just comment on it. Even though this rock here, which I'm scrambling through, is not Precambrian, I want to give you the idea that mountains like these over in the Lemhi Range expose this Precambrian craton material. And that's significant in the Baja, BC story, because when we're finding sand grains of Precambrian age on terrains that have been moved to the north, up into the Pacific Northwest and beyond, the debate is, what's the source of those Precambrian sand grains? So you have to look to the interior of the North American craton to find exposure. And the two best places to find matches for the Precambrian zircons, which are today in the Nanaimo and in the Swakane gneiss north of Wenatchee, the two places that match are either here, Lemhi Range, or down south in the Mojave Desert of Southern California. What is this stuff? I mean, this is not some wimpy limestone. Has it been baked? Has it been, oh. Oh, ugly. I don't know what to make of this. I'm glad this wasn't my thesis area. Oh, screw it. So hard. Let's try this. I mean, if this is a conglomerate, I sure would like to see some pebbles. Yeah, this is like a kind of a breccia. Like quartzite chert blocks all fused together. Part of the what? What is it? Wood River Formation? And this stuff puts up a fight. Yeah. Damn. Well, this kind of scrambling around really brings it all back. We got into some tight spots, mostly because we were cocky. 25 years old. Endurance that lasted forever. But inexperience is probably the best adjective, so we would get ourselves into situations that were not smart. And we survived. My classmates, I'm basically talking about, going out and helping each other do their field work. I keep wanting to get to some of this outcrop, but I keep running into very steep scree slopes that don't allow me to do that now. I think this is my best opportunity up here. I see some rather impressive quartz veins, if nothing else. Oh wow. Serious. Serious. So we have to be at a certain depth, don't we? These quartz veins are telling us something. We have to be down pretty deep. I don't know what that means, by the way. To have the pressures and temperatures necessary to shoot these cracks full of toothpaste. Quartz. Yeah, beautiful. So it's called the Hailey Conglomerate, but I have yet to see one pebble, and I think I'm not interested in scrambling anymore with my tennis shoes. But yeah, these are... Oh, I can't stop. Let me just come around the corner here. What? Biology? Yeah. A cute little spot. I'll give you a wide angle first. Wish I could tell you more about this rock. I'm not from around here, you know. I used to be. but I've forgotten most of it. Now, if we get down to the Snake River Plain, I'll have a few things to say. That was where I did my thesis. Well, I finally found some of the pebbles of the Hailey Conglomerate back down here at the car. I just came over to enjoy the water for a bit. And, this is metamorphic rock for sure. This is a conglomerate that has been dunked to depth, high temperatures and pressures to really glue these guys in here. These pebbles are not moving. In fact, I can't even feel the pebbles. Smoothed off and sheared off by the water, I suppose. But right next door, we've got our very angular outcrop with our quartz veins.